artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that way. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go line.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Austin Ekeler with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing on first down, O'Connell. And that nearly a turnover, but fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw here, O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now O'Connell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Raiders at 2-11 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding of how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
And once again, O'Connell back to throw. Caught outright by Renfro. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Throwing, O'Connell. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They will run for the first time here with White. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
White. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now O'Connell. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point try now from Dicker. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Chargers 14, Raiders 3.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with the W.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And give him a gain of 37.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, here's Hall. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now it's O'Connell. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. He'll leave this one for White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Here's O'Connell. He's got Hooper on the short connection. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They'll go for it. O'Connell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. 83 yards.
And the Raiders get a bit closer.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 21-yard line. A big-time pickup there on 3rd and 4. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. On the return, here's Hall.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Raiders 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A run to begin the second half with White. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They go with White on the counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
First down throw, O'Connell.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Quickly a slant to Renfro.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Going right side is White. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Off the play fake. O'Connell.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And O'Connell now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
In motion right goes Adams. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. O'Connell throwing, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. He's got daylight. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Throwing after the interception. O'Connell. He'll let this go for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw, O'Connell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check smash, check smash. Cup 19, cup 19. On the ball.
Play action. Now O'Connell. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
19 Lions. Go, take off, go.
To throw here, O'Connell.
It's caught by Hooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
White is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Once again, it's White.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
Now O'Connell.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I... And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Throwing, O'Connell. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Davante Adams with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A gain there of 21 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things.
And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they go play action here with O'Connell. And that's complete to Adams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's O'Connell. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 22. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's O'Connell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
O'Connell here on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Herbert.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
59.
Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again, O'Connell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
60. Raiders 18.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on. Hey. Go.
Throwing after the interception, O'Connell. He hits Adams, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
19 Lions.
Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Throwing on first down, O'Connell.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Myers.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling it.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Off the play fake. O'Connell.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
O'Connell working from the gun.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.